I walk slowly because I've been in a hurry. I smile because I cried too much. Today I feel stronger, happier, but who knows? I'm just sure that I know very little, or even I know nothing. I think that fulfilling life is simply to understand the march and move forward. Like an old cowboy leading the herd, I go through the days. Along the long road I go. I am the road. Everyone loves or cries one day. One day we arrive, the next we leave. Each of us makes up our own story. Each being carries the gift of being capable to be happy. This poem is part of a Brazilian song which I remember in important moments in my life. This Shabbat marks the beginning of my last year at Liubeck College as a rabbinic student, and LJS is the congregation that becomes woven into my life experience as here I am for my 5th year internship. In this week's Torah portion, we read Parashat Matot and Masei combined. Among the many stories and rules that they bring, Parashat Masei begins with a recounting of the journey of the Israelites from Ramses to the steppes of Moab, where they are encamped, waiting for the time when they will be ready to enter the Promised Land. It is basically a list of places where they stopped, with 1 or 2 remarks about important events that happened during the journey. Rabbi Sharon Brous, in her new book, The Amen Effect, remarks that after 400 years of enslavement in Egypt, the Israelites traveled for another 40 years in the desert, taking the most circuitous way to the Promised Land, in what would have been an 11-day journey. It is only logical, then, that Torah wants the Israelites and their future generations to remember their travels. Our sages question about the reasons for this listing at this point of the text. French medieval commentator Rashi explains that it is for the people to remind the miracles that happened during their time in the wilderness, while Sforno, Italian medieval commentator, suggests that it is so that the Israelites could be praised by their faith. How many of us have in our life a similar story to tell? We know where we are living, and we know where we want to arrive, but the journey gets longer than planned, and different stories and lessons are added during the way. I can't avoid making the connection between the longer way that the Israelites took to the Promised Land and my own journey to the rabbinate as I begin my final year. When I began my studies 6 years ago, I knew where I was beginning and I knew where I wanted to go. I could never imagine all the turns that my journey would take, all the lessons that I will have to learn. I wasn't aware of the losses, the achievements, the pain, and the happiness that my journey would bring. Like the diversity recounted in the stories of Book of Bamidbar, Numbers, that we conclude this Shabbat, so too is my personal journey to this place and time. I will be the first Brazilian ordained by Liubeck College, a granddaughter of a native Brazilian woman on one side, and 4 immigrant Jews from Germany on the other side, who were founding members of the now largest Reform congregation in Latin America, my home, CP. I am a wife, a mother of 3 young children who has traveled through the studies and careers of law, business, Jewish education, and leadership. Like the Israelites, this diverse baggage that I gathered during my own journey is the material that I will draw upon as I serve you and learn from this community this coming year. As teaches Jewish educator Abigail Dobmer-Stern in Parashat Masei, the Torah is emphasizing the value of the travel. By repeating the Israelites' itinerary, the text draws attention to all the places that the Israelites have been and to all the experiences they have had. In essence, the Torah is saying that there is inherent value to journeys, to life experiences. Whether these experiences are one's great triumphs and miracles, or whether they are one's trials and failures, they are, in and of themselves, important. For every individual, every family, every nation, our collected experiences create who we are and what is meaningful for us. I came to LJS to worship before my interview at Liuba College, and I was warmly welcomed by Rabbi Alexandra. It made me feel at home. Thank you. And now, I am back here, honored to serve this community and travel with you as each of us strive to learn on our journey. I walk slowly because I was in a hurry, and I smile because I have cried too much. Each one of us makes up our own story. Each being carries the gift of being capable to be happy. Tonight, I am very grateful for my own journey that brought me here to this special place and this moment of my life. Therefore, I share with you the traditional blessing for a very special moment. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, שהחיינו וקיימנו והגיענו לזמן הזה. Tomorrow, we finish another book of Torah, and we say the traditional words, Chazak, chazak, v'nitchazek. Be strong, and fortify each other. Shabbat Shalom.